We got people showing up with bombs at the mayor's house in New York. Media trying to downplay it as much as they possibly can. We found out that the CIA might have had been covering up a cure for cancer for a long time here. So we're going to get into all this stuff. You are here with us. We're watching Young Lion TV.
Young lion, everywhere I look, they're dying. Everywhere I look, they're dying. Young lion, everywhere I look, they're dying. Everywhere I look, they're dying. Young lion, won't you get up and start fighting? Everywhere I look, they're hiding. Young lion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Young Lion TV is officially live. We are here in the studio. It is Tuesday, so that means that we are going to talk about some stuff going on in the world. We do this live every week, just having conversations, me and my bros, and my mom is always here producing with us. She is the most bass boomer, and we've been doing this for a long time just because we wanted to show, especially young men in our community, that older men, grown men can have these type of conversations and talk about topics that we didn't hear people talking about or deep diving into when we were young. And we really didn't get the guidance in a lot of these areas that we wish we would have gotten from the older men that we had, which we know is just, they were doing the best they could with what they had and how they were raised. The greatest generation was kind of did what they did, and then the boomers did what they did, and now we're here trying to fix a lot of this stuff. So that's what this podcast is about, just talking about issues and trying to break some of the spells and the lies off of young men, young women, our communities, and also having discussions about tough topics. So if you want to support this and you want to get behind what we do here at the Young Lion TV podcast, you can hit the like button, first of all, and share this video. That's the easiest thing. It's free. And also, there's a Patreon community if you want to sign up and become a part of that over there. It is in the description. The link is there. And we have merch available and a bunch of other ways that you can support, CashApp, all of that, if you want to just throw a donation. But we appreciate everybody who is chiming in already. We see Papa Jeff in the building. He said, good to see you guys tonight, Young Lions. We were just talking about you before we started because Moan is wearing the hat from the merch from your software. Shout out to Moan, who's in the building. Simone is here with me this evening.
What's up?
The coolest Asian in the podcast.
What's up, Pop?
He was wearing your hat and he was telling my mom the story about around the software that you built. That we heard that you're a little bit frustrated with the company right now because they're making some changes that you don't approve of. But yeah. So.
I don't know if we could talk about that.
If we can't talk about it, we're gonna have to bleep that out, cut it out. But also with us this evening, of course, we got our mom holding down the production. She is the bass boomer, Miss Angelique Lopez, in the building.
She's all about that bass,
all about that. And I am here. I am trying to navigate these streaming waters as we navigate these topics. Hopefully, I really didn't have a lot organized today. I was running around doing a bunch of stuff today, so we're gonna pull up some stuff as we go.
He's the guy that looks like everybody.
Yeah, I look like everybody that you think you know, somebody that you used to know.
There is another guy that's on the new season of Love Is Blind that looked like a bootleg Jamie.
Another one? A bootleg? Nah, wait, not the chubby dude.
Yeah. He's a chubby version of you.
Yeah, he's the chubby. Yeah, okay.
Love Is Blind where?
On Netflix.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
I didn't really watch it, but I saw him. I was like,
Germany,
ooh,
Italian,
look at bootleg chubby Jamie.
Oh, wow.
Anyway. Yeah, Jake is supposed to be joining us remotely. I did put the link up. So if you're on there, Jake, let us know in case we missed it.
I usually can hear him, but
Yeah, I don't see him, but he's supposed to be joining us.
Yeah, we hear him right away as soon as he pops on.
But yeah, we appreciate everybody, man. So your son is turning 16, man.
Mañana.
Shout out to Noe.
I can't believe it.
And he's about to be driving.
Yes.
You about to have a son on the road.
That's crazy.
Remember when you first got on the road?
Yes. I remember.
You was a menace.
Actually, the first day that I got my license, I got a ticket.
Really?
Yeah, he pulled me over. The cop pulled me over for speeding. I think I was with Andre, and we were
Stewart?
going to Clayton, to
To
meet
see
up.
some girls?
See, I think that's what it was. But
Most likely.
but I
Most
was
likely.
flying, and the cop pulled me over, and he was like, "You just got your license, huh, son?" I was like, "Yes,
Yes,
It's-
sir.
It's like, slow down. Slow down. It's your first day.
Yeah. He
But-
wasn't wrong.
We were. I know when I was younger, I was driving
Bro, we
like
drove crazy.
crazy.
Yes.
College days.
Yes.
Or working at Cherry Hill.
Cherry Hill, when we used to drive back and forth to Cherry Hill Mall from Williamstown, yeah, we were driving crazy.
Yeah.
We'd be racing. Yeah. I mean, it's scary. It's scary because like all it takes is one stupid
accident.
move
Yep.
and
From somebody else.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember that day when I told them not to take my car, and they took it on Halloween night.
Took it on Halloween night. Not they, because I didn't have my license yet.
No, but you went in there too. With your
I rode.
friends.
I was just in the car riding. I was a
And-
passenger.
And then they got into an accident. Huh.
Yeah, I remember the.
Somebody hit us.
No,
yeah.
I know.
And I heard this story.
I know you heard
About-
it, but I just want to set the record straight. Somebody hit us from behind,
Yeah.
and they wasn't paying attention.
My dad taught me. Do you remember the little brown car that
Yes,
we used to have?
the stick shift. Yeah,
right?
I remember. What kind of was that? A Toyota? I think it was a Toyota.
I think it was a Toyota. I don't remember.
Like a
I don't think they
Corolla or something.
I don't think they made it. They make it anymore.
Okay.
I would have remembered, but he when he was teaching me, right? He was like, Sam, because he called me Sam.
Yeah.
Sam, you know how to drive stick. You know how to drive anything, which
Yeah.
is the truth.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
you can drive anything if you know how to manually shift. But remember the 5 points
Yeah.
in
Yes.
Williamstown, which don't exist anymore.
Really? Oh, they restructured
they
all of that.
restructured
Yeah,
it.
I never go down there anymore.
There, right? I was stopped at a light, and it's a stick shift.
Yeah.
And I got it going at first, but then I stall right in the middle of the 5 points. And my dad is just, I'm looking at him, I'm nervous as heck.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do I do? He's looks at me, he's like, I showed you how to do it. Calm as heck.
Because he knew this was going to be a moment for you to learn.
And then I just, all right, I just
Compose yourself.
composed myself. I calmed
Were
down.
people beeping at you?
Heck yeah. If you
Yeah.
inconvenience people,
Yeah.
for a split second,
Yeah.
they're like,
What are you doing?
got it in gear. And then after that, I was
You
good.
learned.
I was good.
Yeah.
Jamie, remember they gave me a stick shift?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was the most horrible thing I ever experienced in my life. I had to drive it without nobody teaching me. And I almost got into a bad accident because when I had it to the shop.
I wish I had a camera switcher because you need to put the camera
I know,
on
she
yourself.
never-
When I had the car at the shop.
And you need to talk. You have a microphone there that you don't use.
Well,
it's like,
it's not working, right?
yeah, it's working.
Well,
It's
why
on
isn't
right
it
now.
on?
It's
Well,
on.
Well, I'm talking to it.
You know, it's so far away from you.
Oh my god.
This is hilarious.
Anyway, so
Anyway.
I took it to the shop to get it fixed, and oh my god, I went to get out. I did the stick shift thing, and I was gonna back up. My car flew back, like flying. I don't know how I didn't hit anything. That was God with me. I'm telling you.
Wait. You had it in reverse
Yes,
instead
and
of
didn't know.
shifting the
Yes, and it flew when I
You didn't
tell
know
you,
how to drive a stick.
Oh, no.
it flew back like crazy. Like I almost hit. No, I didn't hit.
You know how
anything.
when you let off the clutch, it jerks a little
Yeah.
bit? So she probably hit the gas after
Yeah.
that.
So, hold up. Somebody gave you a car.
Yeah, because I needed a car, and somebody that was buying another car that used to ride with me at the van pool. She said, "I have a Honda stick shift, a Honda."
And she didn't give you a breakdown of
yeah, she gave me a car. She don't care about.
And my mom was so green, she probably didn't even think to ask. She probably just said like, "Oh yeah, I could drive it."
But I learned by myself,
Yeah, that's good.
and I finally got it.
Back in the day, there was no YouTube, right?
Yeah, there was
No.
nothing. You couldn't even look up, instruction manual.
Yeah.
on-
You can't Google it.
Can't Google nothing.
And when I first got it, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So the thing used to stall out, like when I was going through the light. So one day I was going through the light, and the car stalls out. and some lady hits me from behind. It wasn't hard though. She comes out of her car. She was a tall black lady, had a uniform on, like a Marine's uniform. And she came to my car and she was angry, nasty. And I said to her, "You hit me." So she didn't know what to do. I said, "I can call the cops right now." She let me alone. She got in her car.
She was like, I don't want no trouble.
But I really went through
I don't
it.
want no trouble from this white
I
lady.
really went through it with that car. But you know
It's
what?
like, this
It got
white
me around.
New York sounding lady
It
sounds
got
crazy.
me around, the car.
Yeah, definitely
So
got
you
around.
ended up getting good at it?
Yeah, but I had to sell it eventually because it was old. It was old anyway when she gave it to me.
Yeah.
But I was thankful.
It was a free car, and we used to
Yeah.
get blessed like that all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Like because my mom literally didn't know what she was gonna do. She needed to get back and forth to work, and this lady just gave her a car.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah.
Giving somebody a car.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a hatchback Honda.
yeah.
Honda.
Like you had one of those.
I had a hatchback.
yeah,
okay.
the little blue one, and you got in an accident on that in
Yep.
that one too.
I got into a few
On 42.
accidents. That was anything ever my fault? That one wasn't my fault. The guy swerved into my lane, I think, because he fell asleep, and it was pretty much total. But I drove it off of the highway.
Yeah.
It was still running, and I got into another car accident with my mom's brand new Ford Taurus that she had.
Oh my goodness.
Picking Pise up from Glassboro High when he had to do summer school, and this lady just, I was going straight on 322 towards Glassboro, and she looked like she was about to turn. I pressed on my brakes, and she didn't go, and then I went. I had the right of way. I'm on a pretty much a main road, and then she went and just hit me.
Wow.
Yeah, I was so nervous, dude. Like my mom's brand new car.
What'd your mom say?
She wasn't mad at me because it wasn't my fault.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lady she never showed up in court, because she knew it was all her fault.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Driving when you're young is scary, man. Like, I'm kind of nervous about it with my kids, but
Now you're gonna know how I felt.
yeah. But you just gotta pray. You gotta pray on
Yeah.
Pray over them.
trust God, and teach them how to be watching.
Yeah.
You gotta watch everybody else when you're
Yeah.
driving. Yeah, that's the main thing.
Where we live, man, there's like this. I'm sure like where Walmart is. You
Yeah.
go on to 42. That merge lane. There's
Yeah.
barely any room for
Right.
you, and nobody ever lets you in.
Yep.
I just Brody myself in. Most of the time. But like a new driver, that's
Yeah.
gonna be tough.
Yeah, a lot of new drivers, especially, I got girls. They always afraid to go down the highway. You know what? I think like that was one of the things that I did driving school. My mom and them signed me up for driving school when I was 17, and that really helped me. Like the way dude like took me onto he like took me through different routes and then ended up taking me on the highway for a little bit, and then we went to we came to Echelon Mall and from Williamstown.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. And
You took the back way or?
no, we went on the highway. We went on 295.
Okay.
And then
Wow.
And then-
As a permit driver,
Yeah,
you
and-
drove on 295.
yeah, and then he taught me how to parallel park in the Echelon Mall parking lot.
Okay.
Yeah. So that helped me. I think we did that for like a week or something like that.
Oh,
It was
that's
like-
it?
Yeah, it was quick. It was
Yeah.
quick. And it gives you a discount on your insurance.
Yeah, I'm considering that. Like I told you guys, I want to have that experience. So, with my son, teaching him like my dad.
You can still do that.
Taught me. Yeah, that's what
You
I'm gonna
know,
do.
yeah.
But I do. Insurance expensive.
Yeah.
Just for a little kid. I
Right.
don't even know what that's gonna look like. So,
Yeah.
I want all the discount.
And what are you gonna do about a vehicle though?
We'll see. Might
know.
make him get a job.
Make him get a job.
Little by little.
Yeah.
So Jamie, remember I told you the story of my mom, what she did to me when she had that Mustang?
I don't remember. What was the story?
My
What was
mom
the
bought
story?
this Mustang. She never drove in her life. I didn't know how to drive.
I don't
was
think I've ever heard this story.
I was 18 years old. I didn't know how to drive. She says, Angie, can you take me to Cherry Hill? I said, Mom.
Did you have a license?
No. I said, Mom, I don't know how to drive. Come on, you can do it. Do you know that I drove to Cherry Hill. I had to go around the bins, everything. I was flying through there.
You still do that.
Listen,
That's
I
where she
don't.
learned how to do that.
I don't.
That's where she learned
But
it.
anyway, I had drove that car and got back without. I don't know. God was always with
From
me.
where?
From Camden.
Cherry Hill.
That's like 10 minutes away.
No,
That's like 2
but
minutes.
When you never drove in your life,
I
never
yeah,
got
yeah.
behind a wheel.
Yeah. Never, you never
Never.
even tried to drive
No.
before. That is scary.
Right? And she talked me into it.
You were 18?
19 probably, because I went to Camden when I was 18, and I was probably 19.
How you 19? Never drove.
Because in New York, you don't
She
need
was
to
in
drive.
Yeah, New York. Yeah, right. New York, they don't
Yeah,
drive.
we took the bus, the train, everywhere.
Yeah. There's people that live their whole life and never drive.
Yeah, Alicia
Yeah,
takes.
we know some.
Alicia
Yeah.
takes Ubers and all
Yeah.
that.
Like, matter of fact, aren't they starting to like try to come up with a tax? Doesn't Mamdahni want to do a car tax? Like,
Bro,
if you
they're
have a vehicle?
taxing everything.
Oh, after he said,
All
oh
these,
my God, he's a liar.
because I got Jess's family's from Virginia Beach, so there's like we're sending each other things. Yo, they're Democrat now.
Their new governor.
They're taxing on everything.
Bro.
If you have a leaf blower that's
Yeah.
gasoline or a lawnmower that's
Yeah.
gasoline, they're taxing that.
Yep.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
crazy. New highway tax.
Yeah.
There's,
That's horrible.
taxing every little thing.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard that their energy bills went up.
Yep.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Mine did too.
Every bill, every electric, gas, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw something about Mamdahni. He's trying to take away all free parking in New York to cut the deficit,
Oh
to
my
build,
God. He's
to
really
get
hurting the
funds
people.
to.
People are gonna get.
So you're gonna have free busing, but no free parking anywhere.
Who said they're gonna have free busing?
He said that.
He said it.
No, but
that's
this is
not-
what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. The logic
Yeah.
of like, no, I'm gonna make it more affordable.
Yeah.
Busing will be free, but if you see, they don't want people to have vehicles. They don't want that.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about years ago, these autonomous, what is it? Autonomous? No, they're like these 15-minute cities or whatever they're
Yeah.
called, where no one has a car. People have bikes. Everything is within 15 minutes.
Yeah.
They don't want people to. If you do take a car, they want it to be Uber or they want
Yeah.
it to be a taxi service or something like that. They want to eliminate people being mobile on their own.
Yeah. Or just owning anything.
Yeah.
Owning homes.
Owning homes, owning cars. They want you to be a renter, a walker, public transportation,
Yeah.
like totally reliant on the system. Yeah, it's crazy.
You'll own nothing and be happy.
Yep.
I heard some cities are in Singapore,
Yeah.
they barely. This is from stuff that I see online. I don't know how true it is, but they not a lot of people have cars, and cars are like expensive.
Yeah.
But their public transportation is really top notch, where they can get anywhere. It's a different type of lifestyle than
And those-
hustle and bustle type of.
Those cities were built way after New York City
Yeah.
was. You know what I mean? New York
Yeah.
City wasn't designed for all of that.
New York City is terrible
I
with
know.
traffic.
I know.
I've been stuck on Canal Street for like 3 hours.
Dang.
3 hours just trying to get to the Brooklyn Bridge before.
That's crazy. Yeah, I hate driving through New York. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate going there.
I left New York so many years ago, never been back.
You never been back? You never visit?
When was the last time you've been in New York,
Oh
Mom?
my
Think about
God. It was like maybe 25 years ago, 30.
it. Yeah.
I just went last year. I think I told y'all I took Jess for her birthday to Times Square.
Yeah.
And we
Okay.
actually stayed there for a few days.
Oh, that's nice.
And we went to go watch The Lion King. But, bro, it is like...
I know.
It is so much people,
Yeah.
and they're just like out there hustling. There's photographers, there's people in those costumes. It just feels so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
It is so expensive. We spent like so much on parking, and we stayed like 10 blocks away from Manhattan.
He wants to make it more expensive.
Yeah.
So speaking of Mamdahni and speaking of New York, let's talk about this story a little bit. Did you guys hear about what happened over there at the protest?
Yeah,
the
bombing.
the IED, the guy that had the bomb or whatever like that,
2 guys. You know where they were from?
from the Middle East, right?
No. Well, their families
They're
were.
Middle Eastern. But
Yeah.
where are they from?
They're from Philly. Like right outside of Philly, Bucks County. One of them lived like real close to New Jersey. Well off. Like one of them lived in like a $2 million home.
Wow.
Oh man.
Parents came here.
Why does it seem it's always those that are like privileged and
They get radicalized, man.
radicalized
They're on
really,
YouTube.
really easy, dude.
They're on YouTube, probably watching ISIS videos. They said that ISIS, you know, they said that they did this because of ISIS. Basically admitted that through the investigation. But yeah, but my thing was like these guys traveled all the way to New York to be a counter protest to a anti-Muslim protest, which was pretty much started by the dude Jake Lang that we saw in Minnesota.
The guy that puts
That was putting bacon in the
on the Quran and stuff.
right. So, you know, when we talked about how that was antagonistic and provocative, but these guys went there trying to create a terroristic attack there.
Yeah.
They built some bombs with like nails and screws and all kind of stuff in it in these jars wrapped in electric tape. The police chief out there said it was the size of like a small football.
Yeah,
Two-
I saw
two-
the video of
Yeah.
the dude, you know, running with the thing in his hands.
Yeah.
Yelling Allah Akbar.
Yeah. Yep.
But
And
I didn't really look into the story. Like, was it in front of Mamdahni's?
it was in front because the protest was happening outside of the governor's mansion. I mean, the mayor's mansion. So they showed up there. But the funny thing is the way the media was trying to spin it. All of the news stories, I was trying to find them. All of the news stories were saying stuff like white supremacist protest, 2 bombs found outside of the mayor's home. Like trying to make it seem like the protesters were the ones.
Wow.
So
You know what I
weird,
mean?
man.
All of them. And then I think CNN even had to come out and apologize. First, let's play this. I got to bring up the desktop presenter. Hold on, Mom. Hold on. And I didn't plug in the audio. Yo, hand me that cable down there, please, sir. The USB. Yeah, the white one. Yep. Thank you. So this was the footage from outside the. Let me just make sure we got audio. That's one of the guys right there. That's the other guy. See the device in his hand.
Yeah, he's trying to light it.
He lit it. And then the police, the police were actually brave. They jumped and grabbed it. And they were saying that these type of IED devices, that the way they're designed is those people there, everyone there is extremely lucky because those type of devices are designed to like, even if it like has an impact on the ground or hits the ground, which it did, it can explode.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing that Pisay in Afghanistan had run over.
Right.
Homemade things that they just
Yeah, that's what
Set right
IED
there.
stands for, improvised explosive devices.
Yeah.
Homemade devices that they make to cause maximum damage as terroristic attacks in the name of Allah, in the name of Islam.
Yeah.
And these guys didn't like the fact that these people were protesting, you know, that they don't want New York taken over by Muslims. So they went there to cause maximum damage. But the crazy thing is the way the media lies about it, the way they're trying to frame it. Even Mamdahni, like his speech, I don't know if you saw. Let me see.
I haven't seen anything because
Yeah. Mamdahni, let me see.
shout out to Mike City. He said, "What's up, fellas? God bless you, man.
What's up, Mike?
How you
man?
doing, bro?
God bless, bro. Appreciate you for voting for us too, man. I saw he voted for
Nice.
for us on the
I
thing.
voted for you.
Thank you, Mom, for voting for us.
I put it up, but man, nobody ever.
Listen, don't worry about that.
No,
It's
I know,
okay.
but it's like Two people.
Mm.
You know.
Let's listen to Mamdahni, what he had to say about this.
On Saturday, a protest was held outside Gracie Mansion, where I live with my wife Rama. Neither of us were home at the time. This was a vile protest rooted in white supremacy entitled Stop the Islamic Takeover of New York City. I'm the first Muslim mayor of our city. Anti-Muslim bigotry is nothing new to me, nor is it anything new for the 1 million or so Muslim New Yorkers who know this city as our home. While I found this protest appalling, I will not waver in my belief that it should be allowed to happen. Ours is a free society where the right to peaceful protest is sacred. It does not belong only to those we agree with. It belongs to everyone. I will defend that right every day that I am mayor, even when those protesting say things that I abhor. Let me also be clear about something else. New York City will never tolerate violence, whether from protests or counter-protests. Many of the counter-protesters met this display of bigotry peacefully, with a vision of a city that is welcoming to all. But a few did not. Two men, Amir Balat and Ibrahim Qayyumi, traveled from Pennsylvania and attempted to bring violence to New York City. They are suspected of coming here to commit an act of terrorism. There is video of these two individuals throwing two devices towards the protest. The police department has determined that these were improvised explosive devices made to injure, maim, or worse. Thanks to the swift and decisive actions of NYPD officers at the scene, both men were immediately taken into custody, and the devices they brought taken off of our streets. I want to commend the officers who were on site. They faced a chaotic situation that very quickly could have become far.
Why aren't they mentioning who they are?
Now you see how he was quick to call out white supremacy,
Yep.
quick to call out all that stuff, but
Bigotry.
bigotry.
But he just said two men.
He would not say we condemn radical Islamic terrorism.
Yes.
We condemn ISIS.
Wow.
We condemn this ideology.
Yeah.
He would not say that. And someone else also found. They started looking into his wife, and they found a bunch of her on November 7th. She was October 7th when the attack happened in Israel. She was liking all of these posts about people being killed.
Wow.
She was liking a ton of posts. His wife. So
Well, you know how they feel.
yep. But it's just interesting, like, to see the media
Wow.
just
how they just
break their necks. I'm gonna try to find some of this stuff.
It's interesting, but you get used to it.
Look at this article from CNN. Look at this headline. 2 Pennsylvania teenagers crossed into New York City Saturday morning for what could have been a normal day enjoying the city during abnormally warm weather. But in less than an hour, their lives would drastically change as the pair would be arrested for throwing homemade bombs during an anti-Muslim protest outside of Mayor Zohran Mamdahni's home. Here's what we know so far. What does that sound like to you?
oh wow.
It just sounds like
The protesters.
It sounds like the protesters
Yes,
did this,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
they made it really
vague.
Vague.
But from what you get from it, you would assume that it must have been a protester
Yeah,
that dropped these
exactly.
bombs.
Yeah.
Outside of it's an they're quick to say anti-Muslim
Mm-hmm.
protest. They put that in there all the
Yeah.
time. And a lot of I saw like CNN, CBS, all these places saying like, they will always say it was outside of the mayor's house. Who is Muslim? You know what I mean? These anti-Muslim protests outside of the mayor's house. Who is Muslim? 2 bombs found. Like 2
Yeah.
bombs were there.
like the protesters.
Like the protesters.
Yeah.
That's how they're trying to frame it. Even like though we know the
Oh,
facts,
come on. The protesters are going to kill themselves.
they're trying to make it
Mike
seem
said
like.
Mamdahni blamed Trump.
Of course he did.
Oh my God.
Of course he did. I think CNN had to apologize for that headline, if I'm not mistaken. I thought I saw something where they came out and apologized.
Their headlines, it's been proven that people, all they do is just read the headlines.
Yeah.
So it's created and worded a certain way to create that outrage,
Right.
that initial outrage, and then they're already think a certain way, so they're not going to go and do their due diligence and homework or whatever you want to call it.
Nope.
So
They're going to read the headline. They're going to share the headline. They're going to just, go with whatever narrative. And they know this. This is not just like, they want to feign like, oh, we reported we didn't say anything that wasn't true. It's not our fault that people misinterpret it. No, you know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
This is by design. You're trying to manipulate the public through through misinformation. It's funny because yesterday, my daughter, she's doing a project for her English class. They had to read Animal Farm in her English class. And they have to do a essay comparing Animal Farm to like a modern day real life version of that. And she got Fidel Castro. So we were looking at like the comparisons and the similarities. And someone was breaking it down, talking about how in Animal Farm, they used something where they would manipulate language in ways where they wouldn't force you to do things, but they would say things to manipulate you into doing it out of just changing words around and being very. And then they used the analogy of like during COVID when they told people like, "Oh, we're not forcing you to get the vaccine, but if you don't get it,
Grandma's gonna die.
Grandma's gonna die. Yeah. You're not doing your duty to the public. You're not getting it for you. You're getting it for everyone else.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a super spreader. Also, you could lose your job. You won't get access to public spaces. You know what I mean? Like all those things. It's like we're not forcing you, but we're forcing you.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing they do with the language you see here. We always talk about this spell with languages. They create these spells on people where it's like, they know that people are going to run with like, oh my God, these white supremacist protesters that hate Muslims were trying to blow up Mamdahni's house, not knowing who are the ones that usually are the ones trying to blow stuff up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the extremists.
You know, but we can't say that. We
Yeah.
can't be
Why?
honest
Why?
and call that out. And Mamdahni's not going to do it.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to bring that light, that smoke to his team.
Yeah.
That's his people.
Why?
But guess
why
what? It's
have
gonna
why
be
have that why has that become a thing where you can't call out extreme behavior,
Because the left
especially with the Islam?
Because the left is very cultish in that way. Like, you don't see that on the right. If there's extreme behavior, people call it out. They say, yo, that's crazy. That's wrong. We saw it even with the George Floyd thing. Like, when people first saw that footage, everyone was like, yo, this is wrong. Yeah. We found out more and was like, okay, there's more to the story. Yes. But what we saw with our eyes, that video of that dude sitting on the back of his neck for a long time, and him, that was, people could call it out. Yeah. But on the left, it's like, they don't even want to talk about certain things because then it sheds light on, stuff that are one of their protected classes. Like, they can't call out that all of these school shootings have been by transgender people.
Yeah.
It's going to happen a lot more with these Muslims attacking because they're giving I believe in my heart, they're giving their word to go here and there, different cities to just start doing these things.
Well, we saw something. I forget. One of us shared it, I think, today, where they were talking about how Iran, or maybe I just saw it. Iran is actually making statements saying that they have sleeper cells in the U.S.
Yes, I was going to say sleeper cells
that they're about to activate because they're losing the war. So they want to just cause havoc. Check out this story this is the one I was talking about from CBS.
An explosive device with bolts and screws was thrown into a crowd. It happened in New York City on Saturday during a protest that turned violent outside the mayor's official residence. CBS's Chanel Call is there with the very latest tonight. Chanel.
And Eureka, New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdahni, who is Muslim, was inside Gracie Mansion when a small anti-Islam protest took place here yesterday afternoon. A larger counter-protest then showed up, and police say 2 men who were part of that group brought those homemade devices. Stay in New York. This is the moment a homemade bomb was ignited outside the New York City Mayor's residence Saturday afternoon.
He threw a bomb? Did he throw a bomb, bro?
NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch says the device did not explode, but that it could have caused serious injury or death.
Based on preliminary examination and X-ray imaging, the devices, which were a bit smaller than a football, appear to be a jar wrapped in black tape, importantly with nuts, bolts, and screws, along with a hobby fuse that could be lit.
The man seen throwing it, 18-year-old Amir Balat and his 19-year-old friend Ibrahim Kayumi, both from Pennsylvania, were arrested. Authorities say they were part of a group of nearly 125 people counter-protesting a much smaller anti-Islam demonstration led by Jake Lang.
They're trying to make it seem like
Reporting U.S. Capitol insurrectionist who has frequently sought out political confrontations in the month after President Trump gave him clemency. In a statement, Mayor Zoran Mamdahni is saying, quote, yesterday, white supremacist Jake Lang organized a protest outside Gracie Mansion rooted in bigotry and racism. Adding, quote, what followed was even more disturbing. Violence at a protest is never acceptable. And police also say they found a third device in a vehicle just down the street from here. The FBI now investigating this as terrorism. And Jerika sources telling CBS News authorities are also now working to determine if either of those two men were inspired by ISIS. Jerika?
Chanel Call, thank you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're focusing more
They
on
admitted
the white
it.
supremacy than anything else.
Look at the first image you see when they talk about, look, terrorism investigation. Look at the image.
Yes.
Yeah. American flag.
American
in the
flag,
black,
white
in the
guy.
back, white guy.
Trump.
Looking like he's mad
Yeah.
in a fist.
Yeah.
Oh my, they're so evil, I'm telling you.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, of course.
It's all to create this outrage. I saw our local Fox, what's the girl's name? Is it Alex and Mike?
Alex and Mike,
Yeah, they did a story on it. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
They usually try to keep it light.
Yes, but it was just, and it was, I mean, they talked about it, but it was just funny. Like, there's one part that was funny. Let me see.
And I know for a fact, people that are watching this in the news, they watch the news all the time. Like my aunt, she loves Trump and everything, but then when she watches this stuff, she'll say,
She get fearful.
yeah, she'll say, well, why did that happen? Why did they say, I'm like, Titi, that's all lies. They lie, you know?
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Joe Sognes. He said, "What up, guys?
What's up?
That's my neighbor.
What's up, Joe?
What's up, Joey?
What's up, neighbor? Let me see. See if I can find it.
That's
I
my
saw it
boy that
earlier.
called me when that truck hit my wife's car. And
There
just-
you go. That's
Community.
That's a real community right there.
Protests.
See if I saw it earlier and I was like, yo, I gotta show this
How
to the
much
guys.
damage did she have?
It was a few $1,000s.
Oh.
Talking about driving.
Yeah.
Did he get the license or anything?
No, his ring camera only picked up a big white box truck, and it was blurry. You couldn't see anything.
Wow.
I thought I had saved it. I can't find it now.
What is it?
It was Alex and Mike reporting on it. But the funny thing was like, because this is where I saw the houses that the dudes lived in, because they went to their houses and did a whole investigation.
Oh, they went to their
went to the
houses
dudes'
in Bucks
houses, like
County.
yeah, and showed where they lived.
Bucks County is a well-to-do area.
Yeah, I think the one guy lived in Langhorne.
Langhorne is
Yeah.
that's where our bass players.
Yeah, no, they live in Lansdale.
Lansdale.
Yeah.
Lansdale.
Yeah, I think they lived in Langhorne, and one of them was like right by New Jersey. But the funny thing was the dude doing the reporting on the ground was so South Philly white dude. It was so funny to me. I'm just like, yo, this dude is a walking stereotype. I couldn't find it. Can't find it though. But yeah, it was funny.
He said, "Don't park that car in the street no more. It's too nice to be parked in the street, right?"
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like, and it sucks because it's not like there's a ton of parking, so.
It's only because like the snow that we had
Yes.
was, it took us, a car length
Yeah.
more into the street.
Yeah.
But still,
Yeah.
just be careful. Like,
Mike said FedEx. You know I would have got him if it was FedEx, bro. If that ring camera said FedEx truck on there, boom.
You couldn't tell if it was FedEx or not?
No, it was just a white truck. I mean, it could have been FedEx because they do rent trucks. I think it was too early. They don't dispatch till after 9. at FedEx.
Yeah.
that's a shame you couldn't get the license.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about it.
You still gotta pay that deductible.
Listen, it's called
right?
Connect Team, and
Yeah, I
it's
did.
insane. I don't do schedules or timesheets manually anymore. And it works?
Immediately. Let's go to Bucks County.
Oh, I think I
This
found
was
it.
A very active scene. The FBI raided 2 homes and arrested 2 men from Pennsylvania in connection to the protests outside of New York City Mayor's Gracie Mansion. That was happening on Saturday. And a Philadelphia man also facing charges.
So Hank is was live with more on the investigation and
Hank,
where he's from.
Look, what's this?
Sure. Good morning, Alex, Mike. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about 3 separate people from Philadelphia.
Are you kidding?
area
Come
that
on,
were arrested
bro.
on both sides of a
This guy
protest and a
is-
counter-protest
Yo,
on
it's
Saturday,
Rocky.
right across from Gracie Mansion, the mayor's home in New York City. 3 people from Philadelphia getting arrested there. Go figure, guys.
Bro,
But
this
2
dude is
Bucktown
South
men
Philly,
have been
like-
arrested. They are among
Look
them.
at this house.
They're suspected of building
This is the small house.
improvised explosive devices and trying to set them off at a protest at Gracie Mansion in New York City on Saturday, Mike, Alex. And as you can see from the video, the police were searching the home of 18-year-old Ibrahim Kayumi.
18
He was
years old.
arrested along with 19-year-old
19
Amir
years old.
Balat of Middletown. With the men accused of building and trying to set off IEDs at a counter-protest on Saturday at Gracie
the fact
Mansion.
that those
Neither of the
cops,
bombs
like-
went off,
Yeah,
but police
that's-
say they
put
were
their
jars
lives on the line,
packed
bro.
with screws, nuts, and bolts with a fuse to light. Actually, it's better said by New York City Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch. She lays it out, and here's what experts tell us. It goes from here.
The bomb
We already heard this.
In the future, any kind of information.
Yeah, and the 2 suspects, guys, were counter-protesting a demonstration loosely titled Stop the Muslim Takeover of New York City, when elements of the first protest allegedly pepper-sprayed elements of the second one, and that is when the homemade bombs allegedly got involved, according to police. Balat allegedly
They
threw one
came
that
there
did
with
not
those
go
bombs,
off.
though, with the
He
intention to
allegedly
use them.
went and got the other one from Kayami, which also did not
Yeah.
explode. Both men arrested at the scene. Now, Mike, Alex, as of yesterday, it was not known exactly what charges, if any, the men would face. They have not been charged yet, but you're talking about the possibility
Look, see the Range
of
Rover in the
terrorist
driveway?
charges. And when you've got the FBI going through your house, in addition to the Newtown or Middletown police, it must mean that federal charges are being considered here, guys. If federal charges come down on the 2 of these young men, they'll be looking at a long, long time in prison if convicted.
But
Guys.
he doesn't even
Now,
say
whose,
that
which
Muslim.
house? I mean, whose house is this where you are?
This is the home of the 19-year-old is
19-year-old.
behind me.
Okay.
Yes, and he was the one who is suspected of helping or possibly holding the alleged bombs so that the other one could go and throw them or implement.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
Kids, yo, they're kids.
Insane story, man. And the way
Can Stewart see himself?
the way the media is just trying to lie about it and cover it up, downplay it as much as possible, confuse people, make them think it's the white supremacists.
Well, when you
like,
hear the name, you know he's Ibrahim, you know.
yeah, yeah.
But they don't want to say anything.
He's, my man said, "Go figure."
Go
Go figure.
He was the most. When I saw it earlier, I was like, bruh,
It's,
like,
it's hilarious.
they couldn't find, like, they just said, let's find the most stereotypical Philly white dude we could possibly find and put him on the news.
Yo, they like I said, like I've seen some of their stuff before, but they generally they keep it light.
Yeah.
But they probably hired him on purpose because as a part of their team.
Yeah. Because
they're-
he's like very stereotypical. Yeah.
It's funny.
Yo, that was funny, man. I never seen that dude before.
I mean, that the story wasn't funny, but you know,
Yeah.
No.
they definitely didn't say they were Muslim.
No, nobody's still saying. Nobody's saying it.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So speaking of Muslims, man, how you guys been following what's going on in Iran? People were all nervous and worried about the gas prices and the Strait of Hormuz being blocked, and Trump came out and said, "Yo,
We'll insure you guys.
just go."
Yeah.
And then apparently some tankers passed through there fine, and Trump came out and said, as soon as Trump came out and said that the war was pretty much over, they were losing, all the market shifted, gas prices dropped like another 50 points, and it seems like everything is kind of like settling down a little bit, but
We'll see.
Boy, the gas prices dropped. I just looked and it didn't drop.
it did drop from what it was yesterday.
Well, I went by there today, actually, when I was coming to your house, and it was $249.
Yeah. Do you know it went over $3 in New Jersey?
No, wait, was it $3.49? I know that it was still high. So I don't know.
Yeah.
$3.49. That's how much gas is by you?
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, what? So hopefully it'll go down.
Yeah. Jordan said, meanwhile, Mamdahni has dinner with Mahmoud Khalil and his family on Sunday at Gracie Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
And Jordan also said, most Philly guy ever. Quote unquote Philly.
Philly Italian. He's just like you, Jordan. Hey, gabagoo. Speaking of Love is Blind, did you see the one dude who had the Italian family? I was like, yo, they got to be from Philly.
Yeah, I did see with the Asian girl.
With the Asian girl, yeah. Did you see?
I've been watching it on and off. I have not really.
She getting drugged. The dude's mom, not the Asian girl. The dude's mom's getting drugged because when they met and had dinner together, she was talking about, like if the girl can cook or whatever, and she was like, yeah, I'm trying to learn how to make spaghetti sauce, and she was like, well, first of all, we don't call it sauce, we call it gravy. It's gravy, and we don't say calamari, we say calamad. And then because that's a Philly Italian, South Jersey, like a Jersey
Calamari.
Italian, like the gabagool and the ricotta and mozzarella. That is a slang that came from like Italian immigrants in the States. All the people like in the comments I was seeing on Twitter were roasting her like calamari is already an Italian word.
Yeah,
you can't say it.
It's just slang the way that you guys say it.
Yeah. Calamari is Italian. Like people in Italy were saying like no one says that. No one says that. Like we don't call it gravy. That is like a mistranslation from old like 1800s Italians that came here.
But that is a thing though. This in the Italian. I don't know if it's a thing here.
It's here. It's
in
just
South
here.
Philly, they call it gravy.
Here. Yeah, it's just here. And
but
like,
I've heard people argue about it.
Yeah,
like sauce and gravy
because it's only something they do like here and like maybe some New Yorkers and I don't know. Maybe Jordan can chime in on this since he's our resident Italian here. But yeah,
I think Jordan calls it sauce.
I think he does too. But it's just funny like. She was trying to be so like. First of all, she looked just like a straight white lady. You know what I mean? But she was trying to act like.
What does that mean, Jamie?
Italians like from Italy, they have more of an ethnicity to them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Sicily,
darker Sicilians. Yeah, maybe Northern Italians not so much, but where the Moors came and mingled in a little bit.
Right. So they got a little.
People think I'm Italian.
They do.
But I do have Italian blood.
You do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So does Jessica.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was funny. She tried to check the little Asian girl. It's not sauce.
Is that the Asian girl that has
gravy.
her arm messed up?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gravy. It's not sauce.
It's not sauce.
It's gravy, and it's calamari. Calamari. Like,
oh my gosh.
No, it's calamari.
It's calamari.
It's squid.
Yeah. Yeah. So
if they call sauce gravy, what do they call gravy?
Gravy. It's all gravy.
Oh.
Any sauce is a gravy, I guess.
Oh.
If you're that kind of
but
Italian.
You can also call. I don't know. It just depends on what The stew is the sauce of the stew, right?
Yeah.
Or I've heard people say the gravy too. I think some Caribbean people say gravy too, right?
I never heard of no gravy.
No.
Me either.
No, they don't.
Nah. I don't even think that's a word they use.
No.
Not Trinis. I don't know about other islands, but I don't know if they use gravy.
I thought that I did, but I could be lying.
Yeah.
I could be making things up in my head.
Yeah. They just say sauce. So the other story that they were trying to lie about, did you guys hear about this narrative going around that the U.S. accidentally bombed a school in Iran?
Yes.
You heard about this?
Yeah.
So that got put out there by some news outlet, and everybody ran with it to try to demonize,
Of course.
make Trump look bad. whatever. He came out, he said it wasn't true. And, you know, people have pointed out how accurate our missile systems are. And like, look at what we did in Venezuela. You mean to tell me that we accidentally bombed the school? You know, and then they're trying to make it, well, maybe it wasn't on accident. Maybe they wanted to purposely. That's not what we do in this country.
Yeah.
We don't do that. So then evidence came out.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, did anything come out to...
Yes, evidence has come out. Let me see if I can find it because, you know, like I said, I don't have anything organized today. But I definitely saved some stuff. Okay, here we go. Look at my man. This is my man breaking down the evidence that came out.
Hold on. Jordan just answered real quick.
Okay. Before we get into that, let's hear from the Italian.
Before we get serious, he says Sicily was a separate country, kingdom, until pretty much recently. In
we don't want to know all that, bro. Is it sauce or gravy? Like
different dialects, bloodlines, etc. But none of them call it sauce, quote unquote gravy.
None of them call sauce gravy?
Yeah, none of them call sauce.
Because you said none of them call it sauce.
Call sauce gravy.
Yeah. I didn't think so.
So from
I said, everyone in the comments that was from Italy said no one says gravy.
So it's just a Philly thing.
No, they said like I saw someone break it down that it's literally from the immigrant culture coming here in the 1800s, and then there was like a translation. There was a weird translation mix up that they didn't know how to say certain things, and then gravy became a word that they used for the spaghetti sauce, and that's why it's only
you couldn't say sauce.
I don't know that maybe there's no word for maybe like salsa didn't work.
I'm about to ask.
Is it salsa in Italian? Salsa? Didn't you take Italian, Mom?
No, I took French.
Oh yeah, you took French. I'm pretty sure it's close to Spanish.
Dude,
salsa.
Some Italians.
What are you asking?
Why do they call it gravy?
Red sauce.
Where did the gravy?
Gravy.
Yeah, where did that come from?
Let's see. Grok is confused. There's nothing going on. Okay, thoughts. Some Italian Americans, particularly in certain East Coast and Midwest pockets like parts of Philadelphia, the Bronx, East Boston, Chicago, New Jersey interiors.
Again, the early immigrants.
And New Orleans call their tomato-based pasta sauce, quote-unquote, gravy or Sunday gravy, when it's long and simmered meaty versions with meatball sauce, bricioli, ribs, or whatever. This is not a thing in Italy itself, where the terms are sugo, sauce juice, often tomato-based, salsa, sauce, or ragu, slow-cooked meat sauce. The usage is a distinctly Italian-American phenomenon that emerged among immigrants and their descendants in the U.S.
Yeah.
So it arose during 19th, early 20th century waves of Italian immigrants.
They heard English speakers call meat dripping juices from roast gravy. Again, this was where the translation. So they heard English when you're telling someone, "Oh, what's that called?" When you know how when in America when they would roast meat,
they
would then the juice becomes gravy. You make a gravy out of the juice. That's an American or English British kind of concept,
right?
So them trying to understand that, and then what they make with their meat sauces. They started calling that gravy.
Right.
Okay. So it's actually
an Italian American
thing. Which got influenced by them trying to understand what British people were doing. So
listen, which is okay.
Yeah.
You know, you create your own thing.
exactly.
Right.
You know.
But it's just funny like her trying to correct the girl like, no, it's not sauce. Like,
well, I'm from Italy and it's called sauce.
Yeah. We're Italians and we call it gravy.
Anyways, back to
real things going on. Let's look at this breakdown of the.
Jonas said, "I'm getting hungry." You're always hungry, bro.
Right, bro. That's
Jamie's right. It's 100% Italian American.
That's another skit I want to do. Jordan always eating and being greedy and wanting free and looking for free food. We gotta start writing down these ideas.
Yeah.
And then like we can even shoot them when we're on the road and stuff. Like,
yeah.
All right, so let's watch this. Pull this up, Mom.
And now we have video confirmation that the missile that hit the school was Iranian.
Look at that missile.
You see where it launched from? Just right down the fucking street. You know, where the military base is. You know, where the IRGC has missile launchers. I mean, for fuck's sake, we can see where it was shot from. This is deep in Iran. They shot a missile from their base and we jammed it. It then tailed over here and hit the school, which is what we already told you happened. But you didn't want to believe that. No, you wanted to believe that for some reason we have the most accurate missiles on the fucking planet in human history, and we chose to hit a school. Like you guys tried to pretend this was a Tomahawk, a missile that is actually capable of turning down the street, and you thought we accidentally hit a school. No, the IRGC fucked up. They shot a missile, it went haywire, it hit the school.
We saw the same thing happen when Palestine was shooting rockets at Israel. Like their technology is not that great. Mm-hmm. And you see like some of the rockets misfire and like go off in different directions and hit the wrong things.
Yeah.
And that's what it looks like happened here. But of course,
somehow, you know, the other side always gets blamed for it.
Well, who was the source for? Who did they look to for the source for that it was U.S. that did it? It was the Iranian news propaganda. They cited them as their source.
Wow.
Why would American news outlets?
I don't know.
Yeah, let's listen to the
the
break.
logic to me is
it makes no sense.
It makes no.
It's only because they want to lie deliberately. They want to cause confusion. They want people to be out protesting. They want to create chaos around something that shouldn't be causing chaos. But listen to News Nation break this down.
Desperate to make Donald Trump look bad, that they will run with just about anything to do it, to accomplish that. And they finally have it, or they had it. The New York Times writing that Iran says dozens of people were killed in strikes on a school. And the New York Times ran with that story about a Tomahawk missile that allegedly reportedly hit a school during a U.S. airstrike, which, if that's true, that's tragic, but it's not the whole story. Reuters, same thing, exclusive. U.S. investigation points to likely U.S. responsibility in Iran's school strike. Again, if that's true, it is tragic. CNN also running with the story.
Nearly 1 week after a strike killed scores of students in Iran's Minab, it seems more and more likely that the US was responsible. A new satellite image shows an Iranian Revolutionary Guards base and an elementary school in southern Iran. Here you see craters in several of the buildings, including the school. They were hit in their exact centers, suggesting precision strikes, experts say. A wall separates the school and the base. Satellite images from December show dozens of people in what appears to be a handball court at the school. Reuters now reports that US military investigators believe
CNN writing on their website, analysis suggests the U.S. responsible for the deadly strike on an Iranian elementary school, and the strike already has its own Wikipedia page. My goodness, they were eager to get this up there. It claims that the attack killed 180 people, most of them were school children, most of them girls, and they cite the Iranian media as their source. Did you catch that? So according to the Iranian media, meaning Wikipedia is now using the Iranian media as a source. State-run media controlled by terrorists. Wikipedia is an American company. We also keep seeing vague references to the Iranian health ministry, which is not a credible source for anything. Really, nothing, not even Iranian health. But when have we seen that before? When have we seen our own media cite a vague health ministry as a source for trusted news? I feel like that just happened. When was that? Oh, that's right, in Gaza. After October the 7th, when Israel was attacked and 1,200 innocent people were murdered for no reason, and Israel then attacked Hamas, the New York Times and CNN and Reuters suddenly started quoting the Gaza health ministry as a source for credible information, even though they are controlled by terrorists. And here's the proof of all of this. This wasn't that long ago. Remember this? Israeli strikes kill over 30 people in Gaza, according to Health Ministry. The New York Times, Gaza Health Ministry says Israeli military killed 32 near aid site. Reuters, Gaza death toll tops 70,000, according to the Health Ministry. How would they possibly know that? Oh, they cited the Gaza Terrorist Health Ministry. To put that into perspective, that would be like the New York Times citing the Nazis during World War II. Oh, the Nazis said the strike in Berlin killed 10,000, according to the Nazis and the SSS. Think about that, though. You understand the point. You ever seen the New York Times reference the Russian health ministry after something happened in Ukraine? No, because Ukraine is a good war and Russia is bad. Again, the war in Ukraine is good. 1 million people are dead. It's already lasted longer than the Second World War, but Ukraine good, Russia bad. And here's what the president suggested about that same strike.
We think it was done by Iran because they're very inaccurate, as you know, with their munitions. They have no accuracy whatsoever. It was done by Iran.
So that was Donald Trump over the weekend, and we show you that knowing that this very well might have been the result of a U.S. airstrike gone terribly wrong, of course, if that's what happened. But nowhere in all of their reporting did anyone mention what happened last month in Iran. The regime killed thousands of innocent protesters. And our own media immediately blame the United States when something goes wrong. They do this on purpose. Our own media deliberately trying to divide the American public about a war that's gone on for 10 days.
Yep. That dude nailed it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's going on.
That was a good piece.
And this is before we have the video showing that the missile came from them.
Deep within.
And literally you can see the path of the missile going right to the school.
But that's Newsmax. Who listens to them that are not liberal? I mean, that are liberal.
Nobody.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody.
So sad.
But there's proof. But like we were talking about before, like those headlines, it already did damage, and people feel the way that they feel.
Yep.
No matter what Trump said, because I heard him say that, you know, over the weekend.
Yeah.
I watched that. You know, before I seen this video, they already Trump's just gonna lie.
He's gonna lie, yeah. But Iranian news sources, the Iranian health ministry is not gonna lie.
Unbelievable.
Them we believe.
That is crazy.
We believe them over our own president.
My God.
It's insane. We're in the bizarro world right now.
Yeah.
Let me play you guys this. This is what we were talking about earlier with them threatening to activate sleeper cells.
Meantime, an alarming report of threats outside Iran. ABC News reports Iran may be activating sleeper cells. Quote, the U.S. has intercepted encrypted communications believed to have originated in Iran that may serve as an operational trigger for sleeper assets outside the country. If true, further illustrating Secretary of State Marco Rubio's point, we are fighting a terrorist government.
The United States is currently engaged in an operation targeting the world's leading hostage taker, the world's leading sponsor of terrorism. They are trying to hold the world hostage. They are attacking their neighbors. They are attacking neighboring countries, their energy infrastructure, their civilian population. They're attacking embassies. This is a terrorist government. This is a terroristic regime. And we are seeing them conduct terrorism using nation-state elements. Did
you see Stephen A. Smith saying that he would vote for Marco?
Did he really?
Yeah.
What?
He was on.
I thought. Hold up. He's running though. Stephen A.
I think he's just saying. I don't know if he's like actually gonna run, but I think he's just saying that, kind of testing the waters and seeing what's going on. But he was on Sean Hannity's podcast. Sean Hannity has a podcast. Everybody's doing podcasts now because cable news is dying.
Yep.
Nobody wants to watch their segments anymore. So Sean Hannity has a podcast, and Stephen A. was on there, and he asked him about who he could see himself voting for president, because he said he wouldn't vote for Gavin, he wouldn't vote for who else? AOC, people like that.
I don't trust them. I don't know why, but I don't trust Vice President
Vance. Listen, I don't know. You have your gut instinct, but he was saying that he was like, well, who do you like? Who do you think the Democratic Party could put up? He said Josh Shapiro. He really likes. He would vote for him. He would vote for who's the guy from Maryland? I don't know.
I'm bad with names.
The black dude. He said he would vote for him, which is like, really, bruh. And then he said Marco Rubio, and then
so Democrat don't matter.
Yeah, Hannity asked him, like, what about Rubio do you like? And he says, he's the adult in the room. He's has so much experience, and he's a unifier. He was confirmed unanimously in when he was appointed. Everyone voted to confirm him. That's how much they respect him in Congress.
Yeah.
So he was talking about that fact. So he was like, what if it was Rubio against Gavin Newsom or somebody like that? He said, I'm voting Rubio.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said that.
Who would vote for Gavin Newsom?
A lot of people would.
A lot of people would.
Are you kidding me?
That's why he's one of the front runners.
He is the front runner.
You gotta be kidding.
Remember, we showed the hierarchy. He was the top.
He is such a scammer. I'm sorry.
Is he still though? Like with Kamala, kind of like getting back in the
Kamala. Yo,
Kamala.
Speaking of that, speaking of Kamala, did you see Trump? Trump making that joke when he was in Trinidad and Tobago, because their prime minister is named Kamala.
No.
Yo, this was Liz showed me this. Let me see.
Speaking of Kamala, the Jesse Jackson thing. Did you see that? How the son,
Oh yeah, he came out talking about Kamala Harris and Barack Obama. Yeah. Yep.
There's like no respect. Keep the politics aside. And they couldn't even do that.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is it right here.
Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. And I have to be very careful with this because, your first name is very similar to a first name that we have, but fortunately it's pronounced different. It's Kamala. As opposed to Kamala. I like Kamala better in many ways.
He's so funny on it.
And I just want to say thank you very much, but I had to be careful with that first name. I didn't want to get it mixed up because it would ruin your reputation completely. Right? I said, is this the same pronunciation? No, sir, it's a little different. It's Cam, right? Cam as opposed to Com.
We don't like
Com.
Dude, it's crazy, bro. We don't like Com.
I don't know how you don't think he's funny.
I think he's okay.
I always thought he was funny, but like when he initially when he said that he was running, I was like,
yeah,
it's a joke.
It's a joke, yeah. Because he's like considered a goofball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's hilarious.
Because I made that joke on here before. Like the Trinidad president's name is Kamala.
Yeah, you did.
But I didn't know it was pronounced Kamala. And I was breaking this down to Elise. And then I had to do a whole lesson about how Trinidadians don't say short A sounds. They don't use short A's ever.
Yeah.
So like a short A is a ah sound.
Yeah. Kamala.
Yeah. So even though it's pronounced Kamala, they still say it Kamala because they don't say short A's. Like, and then I was like, they didn't understand it. I'm like, okay, so say cat.
Cat.
Yeah, but I'm saying Trinidadians say cat.
Cat. Yeah.
Right.
Kamala.
Right. Because there's no short A sound.
Yeah.
There's long A's. They can say Kate. You know what I mean? Kate. They say the long A sound, but they don't say the short A sound. They say the ah sound.
Yeah.
So if my name is Angie, they'll say Angie.
Yeah.
Angie.
Yeah. That's how they say your name.
Angie.
That's how they say your name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jordan said a few days ago, Iran said over 500 American soldiers have already been killed in this conflict. Such a reliable source.
I know. They also said that they were winning the war.
Did they really?
They also said, yeah, the U.S. is I think they said something about we've used half of our weapons supply already. We're running out of weapons. Like we're running out of missiles. We're running out of weapons.
Okay.
Like, okay, y'all want to believe what Iran is saying? And there's people on TikTok, these white liberals making their videos. The U.S. is losing this war. They're already losing. They don't have any missiles left. Trump is lying to everyone.
First of all, why do you want the U.S. to lose?
Yeah.
Because they want Trump. They want to be right, bro. They want to be right so bad.
You want to be... Okay.
They want to be right so bad.
You want this ship to be burnt down so bad because you can't stand the captain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Logically,
that just does not make any sense.
This high school's teacher in Ohio went viral for going on this crazy rant in his classroom. Reminded me a lot of a teacher that I hear about all the time. But listen to this.
Iran over the weekend. And the first thing the United States government/military did was bomb a school, an all-girls primary school that would be elementary level, killing more than 50 young girls and injuring hundreds more. That's the United States military, ladies and gentlemen, at the behest of Donald Trump.
He should be arrested.
By the way, this would be a good time to remind all of you.
I know, but I'm saying.
We can't. This is what we were talking about
Okay,
before.
okay.
This is what we were talking about before with the Don Lemon thing. Like, just because someone saying something that you don't like, you can't. We still have freedom of speech.
I know,
You
but that's just words I'm saying. I know they're not going to arrest
No,
him,
but I'm saying you shouldn't even want someone to be
Oh, my
arrested for
God.
something they're saying, because
but-
that could always be turned around on you.
Why is he lying so much?
Because
I still stand on the Don Lemon thing that there's a law that he.
No, I agree, but that law shouldn't
that
exist.
law is there.
It shouldn't exist though. And if you don't believe in unjust laws, then you shouldn't believe in any unjust
But
laws.
I understand it's freedom of speech, but what I'm saying is he's totally lying about everything.
He shouldn't be arrested.
He really believes that, though.
No, he doesn't think he's lying.
Yeah, he really believes that.
Yes, he thinks he's telling the truth, and he's telling these kids accurate information.
And the kids are hearing this from this man.
So, but to me, is like, okay, when the truth comes out to be not what you told these kids, you should be able to say, I was wrong.
They're never going to do that.
But
this is why TDS exists, bro. This is why we've gone so far in this direction, because ever since 2016, when he first got elected, no one is willing to say they were wrong.
No one.
Ever.
No one.
They cannot admit, the news outlets can't admit they got it wrong. Even by saying he would never win. They couldn't. They had to be Russian collusion.
I heard some
Hillary
liberals.
Clinton couldn't. I'm talking about the people that,
even though we know Russian collusion was all a hoax.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. But they used that instead of saying we were wrong. It was no, he's illegitimate. Russia got him elected. Hillary Clinton was saying that for 4 years. She still says it to this day.
Yeah, she does.
So there was never a point where people were willing to say, you know what, we were wrong. Even after they had to have a whole pandemic come upon us to paint him as a bad president because he was doing so well in his first term.
Yep.
So even after it didn't go the way they said it was going to go, with him creating World War III and destroying the economy, they had to have a pandemic destroy the economy.
They're saying that's what he's doing now.
Well, of course. But what I'm just saying, like, they're never going to admit that they were wrong. Guys like this, they're so caught up in their derangement that they can never admit they were wrong. The teacher that I was talking to you about, he sounds just like this dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it takes everything in me not to do something about it. But I'm told that there's people in the classroom that are just eating it up.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Eating it
saying.
up.
Like you're feeding these kids
and putting them in fear.
Yeah.
But I don't understand this. I know that in TikTok before, people would used to say things not about Trump, against what's going on, and they would go to their house and arrest them.
In America?
Yes.
What? Give me an example of that.
Listen, it was in America. I saw.
I don't know about that.
What?
Yeah.
They would go to their
In
house.
America?
Yes.
Somebody went to somebody's house to arrest them for what they said on social media?
Yes, I seen it. Maybe look it up, because I'm telling you, I saw
That
that.
sounds maybe like it was some AI, Mom.
No, this was years ago. It wasn't
Years
AI.
ago?
Yes.
Arrest? I don't remember this.
Yes.
Under who? Who was president? Biden?
Yes.
They were saying somebody said something about Biden and they were arrested.
Thanks. And they went into his house. He was saying it. Like he said, they came to my house and, I mean, look it up. I saw it.
This is someone just saying that this happened to them without any proof or evidence?
No, there was proof. I mean, if you could look it up, I mean.
I'm going to look it up. I'm going to see it. This doesn't sound like a real situation.
It was.
Brendan said, "Hey guys, how's it going?"
What's up, Brendan?
What's up, bro?
We're waiting for your co-coach to join. He's ignoring us this evening.
Oh wow!
I don't know if he's gonna join.
It doesn't look like he is.
Wow.
We'll be done early today, I guess. Let me look this up. So, do you have any information on this guy at all?
I mean, it was years ago.
I do kind of remember like FBI agents going and questioning people, not arresting people.
Well, I thought he said he got arrested.
Yeah.
Because he put something up, and it was something that they didn't like. The Biden administration, they didn't like it, and they sent people to his house. And it was more than one person. I remember reading this.
Yeah. I know they do this type of stuff in the UK. Maybe what your mom is talking about was during the pandemic.
It was during Biden.
People in general have been arrested in the U.S. for social media posts, but it's almost always tied to specific criminal threats rather than general opinions or memes.
That's what they
Pure
said.
free speech.
That's what they're saying, but I don't believe it.
You don't believe it, but you got you can't just say I don't believe it.
No, but they're saying it's because of criminal. How do they know that it's criminal? They're just making that up.
So it says recent notable cases, 2025 and to 2026. Larry Bushart in Tennessee in 2025 was a retired cop. He was arrested and jailed for 37 days over a Facebook meme, quoting Trump, "We have to get over it," posted after Charlie Kirk's assassination. Authorities claimed it threatened mass violence at a school due to misinterpretation linking to a local high school.
Yeah, but that was in 2025. I'm talking about during Biden's administration it happened. But anyway.
Let's look it up.
I remember seeing that.
I'm asking AI.
It's been a long time. Oh, okay.
So it would be able to find it. Were there any cases under Biden? I don't know, Mom. Croc is tripping right now.
Oh, I said, did anyone get arrested during the Biden admin for social media posts? Thoughts? Says yes. Multiple people were arrested and persecuted during the Biden administration.
Persecuted or prosecuted?
Prosecuted. Prosecuted.
Okay.
Thank you, JB. During the Biden administration, during 2021 through 2025, specifically for social media posts. These arrests were not for mere opinions, criticism, political speech, or misinformation about topics like COVID-19 elections or vaccines. The Biden DOJ, like prior administrations, did not prosecute protected First Amendment speech for simply posting dissenting views. Instead, prosecutions targeted unprotected categories under long-standing U.S. law. True threats, direct, which is 18 U.S.C. 875, direct credible threats to kill, harm, or kidnap public official, law enforcement, or others. Courts define these statements where a reasonable person would interpret them as serious intent to commit violence, election interference via fraud, conspiracy, related crimes like stalking, harassment, or incitement tied to posts.
Yeah.
So, and they list names. I don't want to say their names. There's a few of them though. Dozens.
But they're all tied to
like
criminal threats
like that. Not for posting.
But they can say that.
But they can't just say that, though. There's evidence if the post had threats in it. There's evidence there.
They lie about everything.
No, Mom.
But you would have to go to court.
Present the post.
Yeah.
That's why.
Okay.
That's why, like.
But I know the guy said he wasn't saying anything that was like criminal.
Are you talking about this guy who was arrested for posting a Charlie Kirk meme?
No, that was before Charlie Kirk. That was like. I remember seeing it. Like he posted something on, I think it was TikTok, and then all of a sudden they went into his house because he posted something that wasn't criminal. I mean, I didn't see that. But anyway, just let it go. Look, still looking.
Because I'm trying to find. You're saying you saw this thing, and I'm trying to find it.
But it was definitely during the administration of Biden's administration. It wasn't like last year. It was like a few years ago.
I don't know, Mom. I mean, I'm just the reason why I'm skeptical is because it's definitely something I would have seen. You know what I mean? Like I see this stuff. I'm looking at this stuff all the time. And maybe I did see it, and then I was like, oh, this is nothing, and I went past it. Michigan case police went to a man's house after TikTok videos. 20-year-old man named Joe Edwards posted TikTok videos for investigation, said expressed desire to carry out a school mass shooting. I mean, that would make sense.
He wasn't 20. He was like, the guy that I saw was like in his late 40s.
Put it on Jamie's when he was. Mom's so engulfed. It's like, I know I saw it.
Yeah,
they lying.
I mean, there's nothing coming up.
Okay.
There's nothing coming up.
I did see it, but
you saw a guy telling a story about it. So that's the thing. Like, you can't believe that stuff all the time, because a lot of times those people lie. They make stuff up. They just like they say these things because they know people will share it. And then I'm saying they know people will.
Yeah.
And it blows up their channel, so they will make up stuff like that. So that's why you gotta look into these stories. Yeah.
Pop putting names out there.
What did he say?
He said Douglas Mackey, a.k.a. Ricky Vaughn, in January 2021, shortly after Biden took office. Mackey was arrested and charged with conspiracy against rights for a 2016 social media campaign. He posted deceptive memes and messages on platforms like Twitter, now X, falsely instructing people, targeting Hillary Clinton supporters to vote via text.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that
or social
story.
media hashtags instead of in person. This was deemed election interference, which was one of the cases.
Well, that was different because that was a guy he posted a meme that was obviously a meme, but they tried to say that it confused people on when to vote, because it basically said something about like, Hillary Clinton voters will vote on this day. So it was a joke.
Yeah,
and they arrested him for election interference, but that's not what she's talking about. I know.
I don't know. I know it was on TikTok or one of those. And but anyway.
That dude got arrested during the whole, like, when they were just locking everybody up connected to January 6th. And he was mixed into all of that chaos of election interference and insurrectionists and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I remember that. So we talked about that story on the podcast back then. Yeah, I remember that. But
you got a better memory than I do. But the dude was convicted in March of 2023 and sentenced to 7 months in prison in October 2023.
Yeah. That was all under Biden. I remember that.
Joe Biden.
They were definitely targeting anybody. I mean, remember during that time, it was crazy, bro. Like, they were removing people's pages on YouTube if you said that the election... Remember how long you couldn't say the words... election was stolen, or like you couldn't say.
Bro, they deleted my Facebook page.
That's right.
And I couldn't even talk to anybody to get any of my stuff.
That's right. They did. I forgot they deleted your Facebook page.
Yeah, my Facebook. I barely have any friends.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah.
I forgot about that they deleted your Facebook page.
I went through a lot with the. Remember, I got hacked.
Yes.
And caused everybody else to.
Yeah. And then during COVID, they were doing the same thing, removing people's pages if you said anything about the vaccine, or if you said anything about what was the other words? There was like a list of words you couldn't say. A natural
laptop.
You couldn't say natural immunity.
Natural immunity was one of them.
You couldn't say ivermectin. You couldn't say monoclonal antibodies. There was all these things.
Isn't that crazy?
Yo, we went through some... and then they talk about
some
Trump.
Big Brother stuff, and
they really tried to push authoritarianism on us, bro. Yes. That was like... Bro.
But the mindset of it is like, trust the government.
It's for your good.
It's for your own good.
We need to stop misinformation.
Wrong.
Yeah.
The unvaxxers.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're the one spreading the disease.
Yeah, something.
You're super... Remember the term...
Wait. What was the term? What was the term? A pandemic of... what was the term?
Pandemic of the unvaccinated.
Of the unvaccinated.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
There was a campaign, a media campaign around that. This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated now.
It's cartoons. It's like it just reminds me of like, you learn stuff in history, and it's propaganda,
bro. It's Animal Farm. It's Animal Farm. Like watching her read this story now, and you know who wrote Animal Farm, right? George Orwell.
George Orwell,
same guy that wrote 1984.
Right. Big Brother.
Big Brother. You're just talking about that.
Yeah.
You know that they're doing an Animal Farm movie. It's coming out in May.
I heard about that.
Angel Studios is putting it out.
What?
Yeah, it's a animated, like a live action animated kind of.
They did a good job. I don't know if you saw David.
I haven't watched it yet.
We went to the during Christmas. We went with the whole Virginia Beach crew. It's done really well. You should watch it. It's good.
I want to watch it. I want to watch it with the kids.
Yeah. But yeah, on Angel Studios, they're
doing their thing,
man.
Doing their thing, man.
Good stuff.
All started from crowdfunding with The Chosen, man.
Yeah. I got to finish that last season of
Me too.
The
I
Chosen.
haven't finished it either.
Pop says something. To put someone in prison for something so minor, then we should be able to put all the liars on CNN for some time.
That's what I was saying.
Dang, Pop, you sound like me.
Yeah, I'm still gonna stand up.
Jamie is standing up.
I'm standing on business because I don't think, even though they did it to us, we can't want to do it to them.
Right.
Because you have to stand on what you believe.
Well, all I'm saying is the law is there, So if,
but it shouldn't be.
If one side's getting arrested for it.
I agree. Like I understand where you're coming from.
You know
with
what
that.
I'm saying?
I understand where you're coming from with that, but I just think like you have to stand in what you think is right. You know what I mean? At all times.
I got you.
No matter if it benefits the people that you want to learn a lesson.
I got you. And God needs to work through me. Jamie is more noble than I. No.
Only in that way.
No.
Only in that way, bro.
No, I get it. I understand your point, and it makes sense.
Yeah.
But sometimes
right is right.
Sometimes
you want to see that revenge. You want to see someone pay for their.
Don't listen to me, Jake.
Just like Ilhan Omar, I want her arrested.
Right. People want to see Hillary Clinton. That's where the whole lock her up. People want to see that. Which I get it. And if what they're saying that the heinous stuff that they're saying she has done, she really did, she
needs to go to jail. Pop said, and on The View.
Yeah. Yo, they have to be the worst.
Oh, my
I'm
goodness.
100% I 100% believe that they are a CIA paid plant show because nobody watches that show.
The airport air watches it.
Right.
We see it all the time when we're traveling.
It's always in hotels and airports.
Wow.
So that's where they
hotel
get their
lobbies, and that's where they get all their views.
Their fake ratings from.
Yeah.
But it's got to be being propped up by government money, bro.
Nobody in their right mind watches that, and y'all make sense.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they have got to be the most. Did you see Elizabeth Hasselbeck was back on there?
Yes.
Schooling them.
Yeah,
that's why she got kicked off that show.
She was talking about Obama.
Yeah.
And, Sonny is just
well,
there's this.
She's stewing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Let's watch this video of this woman who grew up a Muslim, and she's talking about Zohran Mamdani and the speech that he gave. I meant to show this when we were talking about him, his mansion.
I saw her.
Listen very carefully to the verse that is being recited here.
I stand before you as the first Muslim mayor in our city's history, and this year as the first Jummah that I have attended in that new position.
Oh, the killing of the infidels by the sword.
For context, I grew up Muslim. I studied the Quran and Islam for years. I wore a hijab on my head. And the verse that you just heard is from the Quran. It's Surah 9, verse 5. And it's often referred to by many scholars as the verse of the sword. I mean, this guy kind of has no shame. On January 2nd, 2026, 16 different landmarks across the state of New York were illuminated in green to mark the launch of Muslim American Heritage Month. One of those sites being the One World Trade Center. The green lighting was chosen because green is typically associated with the religion of Islam. For some people, especially the families that were affected by 9/11, that symbolism felt like a slap in the face. Felt like it was a slap in the face to me. And you want to know where I was during 9/11? I was in a Muslim private school with a hijab on my head, and we had to evacuate because people were calling the school and threatening to you-know-what. I can't even imagine what the families of the victims of 9/11 must have felt when they walked by the One World Trade Center and it was lit up green for the launch of Muslim American Heritage Month. What? And now we see a video circulating online of the mayor's first Jumu'ah prayer as mayor, and this verse is recited? What's going on? As an Arabic speaker who can read Arabic, I can confirm to you that that is indeed what that verse translates to. Other passages that are often discussed alongside this one is Surah 9, verse 29. This verse speaks about fighting opposing groups until they submit to a political authority and pay a tax that's called the jizya. And the jizya is meant to subdue and humiliate them. All of this, of course, raises a much larger question about symbolism, context, and how historical religious texts are viewed in modern political spaces. Let's just be honest for a second. If any other religion recited wartime scripture while a politician was present, would people stay silent about it? Honestly.
Nope.
Or when he was being sworn in, giving his speech, his first speech, like
He's so right.
if a Christian governor or mayor was giving his first speech and then they did some like weird Christian prayer where he was talking about, bringing the sword upon the enemy.
Smite thy enemy.
Right. Like people would be like, "What is this?"
I mean, they can do anything they want. They're praying in front of churches. They're praying their prayers in front of other places that are, Christian.
Yeah.
And that's not right, because why we can't do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy to me.
I thought she was AI at first.
Because she was so done up, dolled up. Yeah, I
Looks
know.
like a doll.
I know. Like all that makeup. Come on. I've been seeing all these people posting memes about how Iranian women, now that they're not wearing, like when they're being able to show themselves, they're the Latinas of the Middle East. People are like, man, these Iranian women.
They want to go back to 79.
Right.
They were free.
All right, so pull up the story, Mom. I want to show this. One more thing I want to talk about pretty much before we get out of here. From the Daily Mail, this is a big story here. The CIA faces furious backlash after hidden document with potential cure for cancer is declassified after 60 years.
60 years.
Yep. A newly surfaced CIA document suggests U.S. intelligence once reviewed research that hinted at a possible cancer treatment more than 60 years ago. The document, produced in February 1951 and declassified in 2014, summarizes a Soviet scientific paper that examined striking similarities, come on with the ads, between parasitic worms and cancerous tumors.
I've been hearing about that.
Me too. Everybody's been
Cancers,
talking about
worms.
parasites and worms and the link to cancer. The report describes how researchers believe both organisms thrived under nearly identical metabolic conditions and accumulated large reserves of glycogen, a form of stored energy. The research also highlighted experiments showing that certain chemical compounds were capable of targeting both parasitic infections and malignant tumors. One drug, Mirasil D, was reportedly effective against Bilharzia parasites as well as cancerous growths, hinting that treatments developed for parasites might also attack tumors. This is why people have been finding results with ivermectin and also what's the other one?
Dewormer.
Yeah, what's the other one that people are taking?
Fenbendazole.
Yeah, fenbendazole. That's
But you know what's so weird?
What?
I got a wormwood and all this other stuff, clove and all that, and then I got a binder. It's a zeolite binder. You can get different ones. And I really definitely saw worms.
Wow.
Did you?
I'm going to keep doing it.
Keep doing it. Other compounds were found to interfere with nucleic
where
acid.
Did you see worms?
In the toilet. A process essential.
I just wanted her. I wanted her to say it.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So the Americans knew, they read it, they classified it confidential, and locked it in a vault for 60 years.
How
My
horrible
gosh,
are they?
yo.
One person shared on X, including CIA documents in this post. Another X user said the CIA knew from 1951 cancer was parasites.
Yeah.
However, the document itself does not say cancer is caused by parasites, only that Soviet study noted biochemical similarities between tumors and parasitic worms and observed that some compounds affected both in experiments. The Daily Mail has contacted the CIA for comment. The CIA document was based on a 1950 article published in the Soviet scientific journal Priroda by Professor blah, 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 researcher study, blah, blah, blah. American intelligence analysts translated and circulated the paper because it was considered potentially relevant in biomedical and national defense research during the early years of the Cold War. Yeah, so why would they, and here's the document here, why would they want to cover this up?
Because they want to make their money.
Yeah,
Bingo.
it's all about money.
Because the pharmaceutical industry is
food and drug.
Yeah.
How horrible
Food and
are
drug.
they?
How easy is it for them to
So you're paying,
cahoots?
people are paying all this money to the cancer research for nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Wearing their pink and donating to
Where's that money going? All those
to administrative fees and CEO fees and salaries and all of that.
That's wild, dude.
I think the Cancer Foundation is one of those organizations that only 2% of their donations even go to cancer research. And who knows what that research really is.
Right.
But everything that they're giving you to make you have to take medication is because you really don't need half of those medications, or maybe more than half. But they want you to do that because they want to make their money.
Because it makes money.
Well, how many doctors have come out saying that the actual thing that's killing people is the chemotherapy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like, we're finding out now from the mammograms, like them squishing the boob like that. If there is cancerous cells in there, it's what's spreading it and making it worse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because they have to smash it down. That never seemed normal to me. Like smashing the boob like that.
Yeah, that's so painful. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Well, hearsay, Dr. Sebi, right?
Dr. Sebi, yeah.
He found cures for...
He cured people's cancer with their diets, yeah.
He said that he cured 100% of his patients from AIDS or whatever.
Right.
And a lot of people say that he got,
killed.
Taken care of.
Of course. They don't want those people to help other people. They want to make their money. It's all greed.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
That's what it's all about.
So many people have died because they didn't have to die, but because they didn't care. Give them the chemo, give them the radiation.
Yeah.
Kill them.
I've been seeing a lot about the worm stuff in cancer.
Me too.
You gotta send me exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot about that too. Yeah. Parasites, worms.
Yeah.
I went to my doctor. I can't go to him anymore because my insurance changed. But I went to my doctor before it changed, and I said, "Can you give me a prescription for ivermectin pills?" He was like, "What's that?"
What's that?
Really?
What is that? And I showed him the coupon that I have for ivermectin. He did it for me, but he didn't even know.
This is what we're talking about. I was just having.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. I'm telling you the truth. He didn't know. What's that? I said, "You don't know what ivermectin is?" He was like, "No." I said, "Well, I need a prescription."
Wow.
So he gave me a script for it, and I got it filled.
I was just talking to Elise yesterday about our pharmaceutical industry and the medical industry and how it became what it was, and explaining to her about John D. Rockefeller. And because we just watched Sarah's Oil. You ever hear of that movie? It's about the young black girl who inherited that land from her family, and it had oil on it, and they tried to take it from her back in the day. The oil tycoons back in the day, and she ended up selling her land after she struck oil and she won her court case and actually like was wealthy as a young girl. She sold her land to who? John D. Rockefeller.
Yeah, Rockefeller. Yeah.
So then we had a whole discussion about that and how he was the first one with a monopoly and they had to force him to sell, but then he started moving into pharmaceuticals and it started because she was talking about why our school system is so bad. Like she hates the school system, right? So we're talking about
So
that,
young, but
the conversation, right? Why we ended up with this school system. And then we started talking about, because we had just watched that movie. I'm like, remember who she sold her farm to? Well, this is the guy that pretty much started funding our entire schooling system and talking about pharmaceuticals and how we moved away from holistic medicines because he realized that petroleum could be sold, which was an offshoot of the oil, could be sold and used. He's finding all these ways to repurpose his oil revenue and his oil, resources. He's trying to find different ways. So he figured out that we can use this for pharmaceuticals.
Horrible.
But how do you get people to start using pharmaceuticals? You have to now start funding the institutions that are teaching the medical students. So he started
so it can be trusted.
Exactly. So he created the donor system for colleges and becoming one of the biggest donors in the world for the medical schools that people were going to. But the trade-off was they had to start teaching about prescribing pharmaceuticals instead of holistic healing, holistic medicine and all that stuff, which was being used, up until that point. And then it became the industry standard.
Bro, yeah. I've seen documentaries about, you're talking about educational system, like the whole Purdue thing where, medicines like oxycodone, just prescribing it to anybody and it, became like an epidemic. Yeah. People were really hooked on this stuff, man.
Absolutely.
Just carelessly writing scripts and
horrible.
just,
I was telling Jamie what happened to me. I went to the new doctor because I had to go to a new doctor. First question that she asked me, do you take any medication? No. So now she wants me to get like 20 different tests. See? So that they can start giving me medication for this, for that, whatever. So then she asked me, can you go for colonoscopy? I said, no, I don't want to go for colonoscopy. She said, okay, then I'll order you from your insurance. I'll order, it's called Cologuard. It's a big box and it comes with all this stuff that you have to do. And it has a vial in it that has some liquid. So I said, let me put this in Google. Well, Google sometimes lie, but I put it in Google, the ingredients, and I said, will these ingredients cause a false positive? Google said yes. So I threw the box away. I'm not going to see how they get you.
Yeah.
It causes a fault. Then they'll say, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to, So I threw it away. I didn't go to any of my appointments. I canceled them all. And I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing.
When God takes
you. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I'm not doing none of that. None of it.
Yeah. I mean, all of these institutions have been set up in a way where it's about money, it's about greed, and the education system, the pharmaceutical industry, all these things are interconnected. And John D. Rockefeller was one of those people that believed that people needed to be workers. Because before the school system was government run, we've shown this on here before too, like the literacy rate was almost 100%.
Yeah.
And even in black communities, people were educated. Their vocabulary was through the roof. Their understanding of philosophy and all of that was skyrocketing. And I think what a lot of these elites realized was you needed people to stay ignorant in order to just be workers.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to create an industrial revolution where oil needs to be used in all these factories and you need production and you need people to work these things, you got to have people that don't
have
want
bees.
Yeah,
bees in the in the hive.
But can you believe that's the first question they ask? Are you taking any medication?
Of course, because they want to make sure they can get you on
to make
something.
money off of you.
I know, but that's why forget it. I'm like, nope. It's just sad, man, how they do. It's evil.
Yeah. All right. I want to show. Speaking of how they do and the pharmaceutical industry and the lies from science, I want to show one more thing before we get out of here. This was actually kind of funny. This dude, let me see. Where is it? This dude made a video, and I thought it was kind of hilarious. Where is it? I just saw it. Oh, here it is. Hold on.
Okay.
Down.
Somebody in there.
No, for real. Well, we'll show one more thing, and then we can go. Check this out.
Johnny believes he can win a race against all women. So today, we have Johnny racing in a legit D1 track event.
This is a Division I college track event, and it's a guy who is just a regular guy saying, I'm going to compete against these girls.
Testing to see if he can smoke them all in a race, or if they'll make him look like a complete try-hard loser. Hey, boys. Yeah, bro, straight face just like that, you're good to go. Whose name are you going by? What's your girl name?
Sarah, I'm my sister.
Sarah. Does she know that?
No.
She's gonna be unhappy.
I stole her ID.
Now, what makes you think that you're gonna beat women? What? Sorry, that was a weird one.
I'm taller, so my strides are longer. I got heart.
Nothing about them?
Yeah, they're shorter. Their strides aren't longer. But I'm a bad bitch. And bad bitches be bad bitches. Hello. I'm here to get a sticker. Sarah Curran. 100 meter.
We don't even know what time Johnny's able to run. I just asked him what is the fastest time here and said that Johnny runs that. I think we're gonna win every cheat except this one. Really? I got some clips of the women that you're racing, and I will say they look like athletes.
I am an athlete. I look like Thor.
You stand about 2 feet taller than those girls.
Yeah, I can get one of their numbers after.
Sarah Curran, that's us right here.
Let's go.
From Carolina at 7. Bro, I don't know what's gonna happen.
All right, ladies, please stand behind your blocks.
What do you think's going to happen, Mom?
I don't know. I'm hoping he doesn't
On your
win.
marks.
He's not going to win.
Oh my god, he's lined up. Dude, I'm so excited.
Set.
Oh my god, they're going. Oh my god, dude, let's go! God, Sarah! He's dropped it, he's destroyed!
He won.
Good job, ladies.
100 meters, and it was Sarah Curran determined the winner. Oh my god, Sarah won. Good job! Good job! Good job!
Give me a kiss.
Yeah. So, regular dude doesn't even work out, running against
You gotta be kidding.
college level Division I track runners, and he beat them. And this is what we're
He's
talking
not
about.
gay, right?
No, he
Oh, okay.
he was just dressing up as a girl just to make a point.
Wow.
Doesn't train.
And if he's gay, Mom?
Yeah.
No, because you know how they say men should not do women's sports, but he was just.
No, he was just trying to make a point
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
And the fact is that he, without training, he still could beat these Division I athletes, which is the point that people are making why you shouldn't be allowing men to compete in women's sports. It's not fair.
Especially boys or men that went through puberty.
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, and just decide to do what he did, put on a wig and wear makeup.
A regular
and
dude.
Yeah.
Division I.
Yes.
Women. That's crazy.
Yeah. A guy that doesn't train or work out or nothing.
I probably wouldn't be able to beat those girls with my bad knees.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be either. Not at this age. Maybe in my 20s, 30s.
I don't know. I seen you flying, bro, when you making those runs.
Bro, you feel so much slower now. At 45, it's so much. It's like it's so crazy how your body slows down.
That age is just baffles me.
Even like I've actually I feel it now.
Yeah.
Even in the gym when I get like a good workout, my body takes up like
way
longer for
to
it
recover
to heal.
I
and
know.
recover.
I know, it's crazy. Like you try to do everything you can to slow it down or like
So
combat against
you
it.
can imagine my age.
Yes.
And I went to work out today.
You're
too.
doing good though, Mom.
Yeah,
I work out with, like during lunchtime, if I'm in the office with the young guys, I'm still, putting up, more weight than them.
Yeah. Listen, when I'm on the field, them dudes they be like, what, you're 45? Yeah. But, you feel the difference.
A lot of them are younger than you?
Most of them, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like by 10, 15, 20 years.
I can't believe time. Again, the beginning of the podcast, we talked about Noe being 16
years
tomorrow.
old. Yeah. Crazy.
Time flies.
Remember when he was born?
Yeah.
Little juicy. Little juicy, boy.
Yeah, it seems like yesterday just holding him in, when he was born in my hand just like this.
Well, just like I'm looking at him now, 45, he's going to be looking at his kids. 45 is going to go like this.
I don't want to think about it.
I know, but I'm looking at you.
Not
45, how time flies.
I know. So crazy how life is, man.
It's really
I remember when we were 16, 17.
Yeah.
That's when we were met, bro. 16.
That's crazy.
That's when we met. They're the age we
know.
were when we met, bro.
Yeah.
That's
wild.
crazy.
It just seems... It really does happen like that.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap it up there, guys. Hey, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate everybody for being with us this evening. Jordan said Cancer Learning Center. I don't know what that is supposed to be in reference to.
Cancer Learning Center?
Is that
what he said?
Oh, Leering? Oh, I guess he's talking about the fact that they really don't do no research. Yeah, but shout out to everybody who's been with us. We appreciate you guys for sticking with us and always supporting. Make sure you guys like the video, share it with your friends. Don't forget we have a Patreon link if you want to become a part of the community. There's a CashApp link and also a merch link if you want to get the merch. But yeah, we'll see everybody next week, God willing, man. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Peace.
Love you.
Young lion, go live, yeah. Young lion, you rich.